Very happy and very pleased to have a very impressive set of speakers with us today. Lieutenant Dr. Hamad Khalifa, who is the head of the Telecommunications and IT Center in Abu Dhabi Police. Dr. Ahmed Darwish, head of digital delivery in Bank Al Balad in Saudi Arabia. And finally, Mr. Abdullah Sughayr, who is the CEO, digital advisor for Remat Development Company, also in Saudi Arabia. I'd like to invite you on stage, and thank you very much for your presence. Finally, I think Opentext is an organization that likes to stay very close to its customers and the other organizations that we're working with. And we talked a lot about solutions that fit today's problems, but we were very interested to hear from you about what does the future hold for you.
In banking industry in specific, we have very special case these days, especially for open banking and banking as a service. And you have heard about several digital banks now are coming into the picture. We have 3 in Saudi Arabia authorized by SAMA, without mentioning the name, but it's bringing a challenge to the conventional banks who are working and operating today, even with those who have, let's say, 50 to 100 years of operating experience. Those digital banks are new banks without any need to open a branch even. So they don't have this operational cost and this kind of legacy things that they need to get rid of. The data that we are expecting from the open banking, where this fintech company or those new players are going to serve your customer with the data that you have. So now the request for this data will make a difference from the old days where we used just to receive customer transactions. So now it's more about inquiries, about their balance, their statement, their information. So now we have a new trend in terms of data in banking. It's not a traditional way of doing things today. For banking as a service, those are the new players who are going to come to open banks and provide digital services for their customers. So this customer is not originally your customer, but you will be serving him as a customer of your customer. So now we are almost a back office for those new banks coming into the market. This makes a big change to the data and information that we used to process and generate and handle. So I believe the banking industry is coming into a new era of fintech and digital banks, which will change even the type and the way of analyzing data. So that increases also the need for information management and trusted partners like Opentext to be able to compete and continue in the market. Otherwise, if you are not there, I believe some banks will disappear within, let's say, within the upcoming 5 to 10 years. Adding to this, the OmniChannel, which was the front end of any bank. With this new era, the front end, I think, will be shifted into those new players. So majority of the customers like us will go and use, let's say, like here, Karim Pay, for example. Yeah. So they will start using those applications, and they might be rarely looking to or access our OmniChannel. So this will slow down the development that banks will be doing for OmniChannels and will convert this into the fintech companies. So we will be, instead of looking at the channels, we'll be looking at the back-end transactions coming from fintechs and digital banks. So I believe this will be the future for banks in the coming few years.
It's very interesting.